show up, and you take it away.
All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. I'm here with my good buddy here, That Fat Samurai Guy, and we're going to be talking about a little movie from 2001 called Planet of the Apes.
Yes,
I'm MrTonyoftheDead, but you know that because you're on my channel.
That's right.
So we're
Tony,
going to
how you
shoot
doing,
the
buddy?
shit, right?
Yeah, shoot shit a little bit. Yeah. Wait till some of the Tony of the Dead army show up a little bit, and then whenever you want to get into it, we can get into it. How you doing, man? How was your holiday?
Holiday was okay. I mean, it's tough because of everything going on, but the kids enjoyed it, and that's all that matters.
Oh shit! All right, all right.
How was yours?
Just chill, man. Kick back and relaxed and watched a fun little comic book movie, a small little movie nobody's heard of. Wonder Woman 84. No one's heard of it. We watched this small little fun movie, and then we reviewed it later, and then people thought we rated it too high.
Oh, really?
Even though we clearly stated the reasons why we gave it the rating we did, and we clearly stated that the first movie's way better. Wasn't good enough. We had to give it 0 stars. Hey, Ballin, what's up, man?
Hey, Ballin. Yeah, I haven't watched it because you said it's full of spoilers, so I didn't watch the review yet.
Well, we have the regular review, and then we have a separate one for spoilers.
Oh, I didn't see there was a regular. Okay.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I'm interested to check it out. My wife was born in 84.
Oh,
I was 4 years old in 84.
Right.
Not that bad means anything. Hey, Lee.
Lee in the house.
Sup. Oh, how do we highlight this again?
Oh shit! He said,
"It's the Tim Burton Planet of the Apes sucks dick for Skittles." Who's ever done that? God, I gotta have some Skittles. Who's got a dick to suck? Needs some sucking. Taste the rainbow, huh?
Oh shit! We got the sexy sumo in the house.
Leroy Jenkins. I like that icon. E Honda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll get you on the stream, sexy sumo. It's just a matter of time. Get him in here and talk movies with us.
Yeah.
Cheers to chat for hanging out.
Yes, I don't have a drink, actually.
Oh, fine. Let's do a fake one. Fake cheers. There you go.
Cheers. Yeah, I'm sorry, everybody. I was having some technical problems, and if you've been on my channel before, you know that that's pretty much all the time. But yeah, so hopefully with this money that we're supposed to get from the government, I can get a new laptop or something.
You can get a PS5.
No, I don't. I'm gonna wait. I'm waiting. I waited for my PS4, and I got the Slim later on, and it still works.
Yeah,
that's wood. Knock on wood. So I'm gonna wait.
The tequila was really good, Sexy Sumo. Thanks, buddy. We appreciate that. He got that for me for the holidays.
Is that what you're drinking?
No. It's just regular water and stuff like that.
Oh.
But yeah, I put a little pineapple juice on the stream yesterday. Me and Master Chaos was hanging out talking about is it really that bad? With hold on one second.
Don't block me. I'm not trolling. I like Tim Burton's Apes movie.
We talked about 2 remakes, Flatliners and RoboCop remakes. So, which was a fun episode. But yeah, he always drinks something. So I was like, let me drink a little bit of something with him yesterday. So I got a little bit of tequila with pineapple juice. But 2001, man, is that old? Fuck.
I know. I was surprised too.
Wow.
I never saw the new Flatlines. I never saw the remake, but I did see the remake of RoboCop.
It's garbage. Flatliners is so bad, dude. Like it is really that bad. Yeah, we had to agree we don't like agreeing too much with the Rotten Tomato scores, but we had to agree in this case. In this case, it was so dumb. Now we mentioned before, right? What's the worst type of movie? You got bad, like it's just garbage, right? Or what's worse, that or boring, right? Boring, generic, bland, vanilla. There's nothing to it, and you want to go to sleep. So sometimes there's bad movies we can pick at it and find entertainment out of it. Sometimes, right?
Yeah.
But when you have bland, boring, and it's just nothing, those to me, everybody's different, but to me, that's always the worst. Like I'm just wasting my life here. You know, at least I can make fun of the bad movie.
yeah, that's true. I mean, when there's like the slow burn, that's just the whole movie's a slow burn. It's like I can't enjoy it. I don't mind a slow burn in the beginning if it's well worth it at the end.
Yes, I agree. When it has that payoff, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. The Tony of the Dead army is arriving. It's growing here. Sega CD universe. That's right. He says. He loves Planet of the Apes, but one is the weakest for me, but I like them all. Well, we're here not to discuss today. Well, that's cool. You like that, Sega. That's awesome. But we're not here to discuss today which is the best Planet of the Apes movie. We're not here to discuss today if Planet of the Apes Tim Burton version is awesome or amazing. We're here to discuss it to see, you know what? Is there some value in it? Is there some entertainment to be had? And is it really that bad? As 24% on Rotten Tomatoes. That's really low.
Yeah.
That's why we're here to talk about it. Is it really that bad? I don't know. We haven't got into it yet. Tony might say yes, it's below. It's 0%. Fuck it. I don't know. All right. So why did you recommend this one this is a good choice, by the way, but why did you recommend it? Did you enjoy it in the past, or you just wanted to revisit it, or you wanted us to destroy it?
No, I remember really liking the movie when it first came out, and regardless of what everybody said and everything, I thought it's not bad, you know. And then I remember liking it, and I haven't watched it since. So I thought everybody thinks it's a bad movie, so let's see if it holds up for me, and let's see, you know. And I didn't know the percentage on. Oh, there goes the mic. I didn't know the percentage on Rotten Tomatoes until you told me. So
right,
win-win.
Actually, you know what? While you're talking with Chad a little bit, let me double check that just in case.
Okay.
Let me double check that percentage, because it might be lower.
It may have went lower since.
I mean, I'm almost there. I don't know if you want to talk to Chat there.
The original Flatliners is a classic. Lee says, I like the original Flatliners a lot.
It was fun, man. But dude, the remake is like just it's baffling how dumb the movie got later. Like, you're gonna be like, really? Really? That's what you're gonna constantly do the whole movie. You're gonna go, really?
Well, the cast in the original one is a good cast too. You know, regardless of but you know, Kiefer Sutherland sells it for me.
Oh yeah. But he's in the remake, by the way.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, and guess what he's doing? He has white hair and he just walks around with a cane. That's it.
Oh, it's like a cameo. Oh god.
No, he's not even the same character.
It's just
because you know they're all students.
Yeah,
they're all students. Okay, so good thing I double checked. All right, here we go. All right, so 24%. The reason why that was in my head, because that's for Leviathan, which we're going to talk about later on my channel. Okay. So, believe it or not, I mean, it's not amazing. It's not certified fresh. I'm actually kind of surprised to see where it is. But this is interesting, though. 44%.
Oh, I thought you were going to say like 70% or something.
No. I expected lower. I'm just saying. I mean, it's not great.
No,
I don't think it's that low. It doesn't. That's kind of low for the movie. I think there's enough entertainment in it to be a little bit higher than 44%. But here's the interesting thing that I wasn't expecting. Usually, when we do this series and I can speak. We revisit these types of movies, right? Which is perfect for the series. Usually, 80% of the time, the critic score is higher than the audience score is higher than critics. It's usually how it is, right? Like the audience enjoyed it more than the critic.
Oh yeah.
This time, according to this, Planet of the Apes 2001 with Mark Wahlberg, critics 44%, audience 27.
Wow. That's crazy.
So even the audience said, "Fuck this movie." Yeah. So yeah. So that's it. But it's interesting. That's the whole cool thing about this series. We're here to revisit, talk about it, discuss it, talk about what we liked and we didn't like, right?
Right.
And yeah. So did you
Hello,
see
Gilbert.
it? Oh, what's going on, Gilbert? Gilbert, what's cracking? Brian Trash. Brian Trash says it is that bad.
Brian, no, is one from my chat, and he hates everything. Everything.
Hey, to each his own. It's fine.
He's a good guy, but he hates everything. He hates Grogu. He hates Tom Hanks.
He hates Grogu. How can you hate Grogu?
Exactly. But yeah. So
let's see here. All right. So you did see it in theater like I did?
Yeah, back in the day.
It came out? Okay. So I remember the trailers for the movie with badass. And I remember getting so pumped and so hyped for it. And I also remember my friends were hyped. Some of my family members were like, they saw the trailer when they were over the house. They were like, dude, yo, from the director of Batman and Sleepy Hollow, yo, Planet of the Apes, yo, because it looked good, right? The trailers, the TV spots look really good.
Oh, yeah.
So my expectations were really high going into it. And as soon as the movie starts, dude, legitimately badass score from Danny Elfman.
Oh, yeah.
Really good score for this movie. The opening credits and the titles, listen to that music. If that music doesn't get you like pumped up, like, oh, it's about to go down. Like the music's really good. Really good. But nobody really talks about that. Because, you know, Danny Elfman, he's a talented composer. He's one of my favorite composers. But sometimes he kind of repeats like other composers do. Sometimes he'll repeat the same music. And then Danny Elfman at some point becomes a meme of himself, a parody. And the only thing he's known for is doodly 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 doo, right? So, so in this, I didn't really get a lot of doodly 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 doo. Like we had legitimate, like, dude, this like something's about to go down. I think everybody in the theater went in with me for the hype, because of the hype, and the trailers looked great. But I think at some point, once we got to the Apes land, that's what we're gonna call it. When we got to their city and all that, and then the audience realized, oh shit! Because what did the trailer show? Apes in armor, jumping, people getting thrown, action, right? Once they got to Apes Land or Apes Town, I think the audience was like, oh, I don't know if I like this, because I think I was fine. But I think the audience there had to stop and realize, like, oh, this is a movie where we have people in apes costumes and apes makeup talking a lot through the whole entire movie. And there's probably not going to be that kind of action. But if you go back to the old Planet of the Apes movies, that's how they were, right? The first one's a classic, right? The first one's first was probably the best, right? It changed the game. Charlton Heston seeing the Statue of Liberty at the end, you did it, right? That iconic scene, right? But that movie wasn't nonstop action thrill ride type of movie. It's sci-fi.
No.
Right?
Right.
What was that movie? Whole bunch of people, apes costumes, makeup, a lot of talking, a lot of conversating. Let's sit around the table. What do you think? What do you think we should do about this? That I think the audience that was expecting nonstop action thrill ride went into this and was like, oh, this wasn't what I thought it was going to be. Right? Now, taking that aside, not to say the film is perfect, I came out of the theater liking what I saw. I enjoyed it. I bought it on DVD, right? I liked it that much that I bought it on DVD. But I wouldn't say, this is just my opinion. Everyone's different. I don't love the movie. I don't love it. I don't think it's amazing. I don't think it's great. But for popcorn, sitting down, let's watch this adventure, this sci-fi adventure We get some pretty cool battles at the end of the movie. I enjoyed.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's what I got out of it, right?
Yeah.
So I went in with so much hype that, maybe a little bit I was a little disappointed, but I still came out of the theater liking it enough to buy it on DVD later, right?
Right.
So since I watched it on DVD, I have not watched it since. Right?
Right.
So I think this is awesome that we're getting together so we can revisit it. Because, sometimes, like I mention this all the time. I mentioned it yesterday on my stream that sometimes when you revisit a movie after years, and I used Van Helsing as an example.
Mm-hmm.
Years, I was the biggest Van Helsing fan ever. I had the soundtrack and then bought it on Blu-ray and then watched it. And I was just like, oh, no. I had issues with it.
It's disappointing.
Oh,
it's disappointing when it happens too.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes that happens. Or here's another example that I used yesterday: The Cable Guy. Right?
Oh.
When I saw The Cable Guy in the theater, I hated it.
Yeah,
I hated it. Right? I was like, I don't like this. Right? But I was such a big Dumb and Dumber Jim Carrey fan that I wasn't expecting dark comedy. Right? And I didn't like it. Many years later, I was bored. It came on TV. I couldn't stop laughing. I could not stop laughing. And I was just like, what the hell was wrong with me 15 years ago? So it happens. It happens.
Yeah.
But
it depends on the atmosphere you're in and, your setting, your state of mind. Like I know I gave an example of it. Like, I don't know how people feel about the movie Little Nicky. I'm sure it's mixed. But when I first saw it, I thought it was super funny and, I still like it. And it was because I think one of the reasons was because I was with like a bunch of people hanging out, drinking and stuff. And it was great.
Right.
Watching it alone now, I don't know. Would it be the same?
Right.
I still think it'd be funny, but,
Hint. A future episode, maybe a future thing.
Perhaps, yeah. I have to revisit it.
We'll have to talk later. Maybe it could be the next two movies. It could be like bizarro fantasy films, right? So we have Little Nicky. I have never seen it, so this is perfect.
Oh wow!
So we have Little Nicky, which I'm sure Rotten Tomatoes the score is low, and I've never seen Monkey Bone.
I've seen Monkey Bone.
Okay, is it horrible?
I like it, but again, I haven't seen it in a long time. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, so we'll talk later and discuss. We'll discuss later. But back to Planet of the Apes. So let's talk about the good. I didn't write anything down. These are my bootleg notes. What's up, Devin? How you doing? Got more people showing up.
Oh yeah. Hello, everybody. We're not ignoring you. We're just chatting.
Yeah. Once we get done with the movie, we'll go to you guys as well.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. There's a possibility.
Let me see.
Is it bad for white chicks?
Oh, you know what? Let's discuss later.
Yeah, so that's another one I think is hilarious, but I haven't watched it since it came out.
We got some other Little Nicky fans over here. Little Nicky. Other fans over here. And
you don't get that. Everybody in the chat will though.
Lee Bent says Van Helsing was supposed to have 2 more sequels, and they kept the sets because they were going to do a Van Helsing TV show. It bombed, and so did all the plans for everything Van Helsing at the time. TV show, that would have been interesting. They probably would have got somebody else. Hugh Jackman would have been too expensive. But
I think that'd be a good TV show. That could work.
Sure. All right.
Sometimes they work better as a show than they do a movie.
Yeah, I agree. So again, when we talked about how good the soundtrack of Planet of the Apes is, we're back to Planet of the Apes now, chat. Soundtrack's really good.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? That's another thing. I didn't realize back then. I'm not a knowledgeable now, but back then I didn't know Danny Elfman.
Right.
And then when I saw his name come on, I was like, oh shit, Danny Elfman. And I totally forgot it was Tim Burton, to be honest.
Oh wow.
Totally forgot about that. And I was like, oh, this is Tim Burton too. Wow.
Yeah.
Because I guess back in the day, I just watched the movie. I didn't know.
He just went and he's like, oh, Planet of the Apes movie. Let's go check it out. Yeah, I gotcha.
But yeah. Sound that intro with the eyes, and then he comes around over his eyes. That was cool.
The opening crawl, and not crawl, but the opening credits and the music and all that. It was great, man. Like really
Yeah.
good. Weird fun fact. I don't know. This is very strange and odd, but I just have to. We're talking about the movie and the soundtrack, so I have to just share this weird fun fact.
Okay.
So if you watch Troy, the director's cut, it's so weird. This is so weird. Troy, you have the theatrical one with Brad Pitt, right? And Eric Bana, right? Then you have the director's cut, which has more violence, more action, right? Which I prefer.
Yeah.
The fight, for some reason, they had issues with the original composer. And for some reason, they changed the music when Brad Pitt fights Eric Bana. They have the big duel, right? The best fight of the movie.
Right.
When they fight each other. They took the music out of that and put in music from Planet of the Apes.
Oh, did they?
It's so weird. Because I remember watching the fight and I was like, why does this music sound familiar? Like I couldn't think about it, right? And then I called my buddy Fat Ninja. I was like, yeah, did you hear anything? And then he did some research. He's like, yeah, for some reason there was issues with the original composer. See, there's a test of how good the soundtrack is of Planet of the Apes, because they used the piece. It's so strange.
Yeah.
They used the chunk of that for that particular fight. And then it goes back to the rest. It's weird. But yeah, just fun fact for chat there. All right.
I didn't know that. That's pretty neat.
So soundtrack is good. Another thing that's great in this movie is the cast.
Yeah.
I mean, I got IMDb up here. We got Tim Roth as Thade, Elena Bonham Carter as Ari, Michael Clark Duncan as Attar, Paul Giamatti as Limbo is hilarious.
One of my favorite ones in the movie.
He's hilarious.
I want to buy some aspirin.
I was just about to make my move.
Yeah.
What was it? Hold on, let me get back to you so I can see you. It was like, what was it? When they were rounding up the humans, you know, I'm trying to remember, but he was just like, they're more valuable if they cry, if they have tears. And
the limbs, like you said, you're going soft. You normally hack off a limb. Well, they go for more if they're. I forget how he said, like you said it. Yeah, basically, don't cut their arms off.
Yeah, they're all in one piece. But there was like a little girl getting carried this way, and then he's all like, "Oh, look at the tears on that one."
Yeah.
He is hilarious.
Yeah,
especially when they put the shackles on him towards the end of the movie, and he's like, "Man, these hurt. These hurt." He's hilarious.
Yeah.
Estella Warren,
not so hilarious that it's going to take out of the movie. I like to say that too. To people. Like it's just it's little humor they put in there. I like that.
So we got David Warner in here, Chris Christopherson. He had a little small role.
I thought you meant chat. I'm like, looking where?
And then Estella Warren, we know why she's in the movie. And because I think her and Tim were a thing at the time.
Weren't her and Helen Bonham Carter? Isn't she married to Tim Burton?
Yeah, she's with him now. I don't know if they're still together right now, but yeah, they became a thing for a while.
I know that's another reason why she was in everything.
Right.
She's in everything is.
Now, we agree that we like the cast, especially, hold on, a little fun thing for the chat here, especially my boy, Shang Tsung from Mortal Kombat, you know what I'm saying?
That's another thing I didn't know until now.
Yeah. Kerry Tagawa as Kroll, and just for fun, hold on, let me get back to StreamYard here. There you go. I actually met Kerry, let me get it, there you go. If you can kind of see it.
Yeah.
I met him at a Dragon Fest a long time ago. Very nice guy. Very, very cool. Low down dude. Had a Hawaiian shirt. Had a Hawaiian shirt on representing. But yeah, I loved his character in this because he had like a history to him, you know. At first you think he's just a servant.
Yeah.
He kind of is. But he's mostly the protector of Bonham Carter's character because she's the senator's daughter, right? So, but then later you find out this fool used to be a general. Like, he used to be a badass. So I was like, all right, so that's kind of cool. It's kind of interesting. But another thing I liked about the movie was the creativity. Like, they had a lot of fun. And the legendary Rick Baker, y'all. The legendary Rick Baker did all the makeup effects, the costumes, everything. All of this is like top notch. The production value in this was really good. Really good. All of the makeup's like fantastic. Like really, really, really well done. Really, really well done. Let's see. Cinematography was good. I just mentioned sets and costumes were good. And again, creativity, right? You had you got like a little barber shop in the back.
Yeah.
You got people
There's
playing
like smoking like a bong or whatever.
token.
And then he's like
and at some point when they're trying to escape, there was like some greasers out there singing with jackets on.
Yeah.
like there, you could tell they had a blast making this movie. There was a lot of creativity, and I love come on, Tim Roth's makeup.
Tim Roth was one angry.
Not 24/7, nonstop. He was just the whole movie. He was just.
Just when you go up to him and smell them and that. You reek of human.
Yeah. Or when he I know some people. I know some people thought he was a little bit over the top, but I'm like, dude, he's playing an ape. He's playing the main villain. That's an ape.
He didn't make me feel bad for him or anything. I just like he got what he deserved, and then he was just so angry. Yeah. I mean, he even turned on his own.
Yeah.
So,
my friend. I love that shot at the end where they capture him and he can't get out of the ship.
Yeah.
But he has the pistol.
Yeah.
If you pause that last shot of him holding up the pistol and he's just like, like, and if you freeze frame that and hang it somewhere, it's quite disturbing artwork.
Oh yeah.
The image is kind of disturbing.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to okay, so overall we like the cast, right?
Yeah.
Do you think though maybe the movie would have been a little bit better if we didn't have Mark Wahlberg?
At the time, I thought he was terrible in the movie. I thought one line that always to this day stuck out to me was where he said, he goes, I can't think of his name, Shang Tsung. He says, sorcery. And he goes, not sorcery, it's science.
Yeah.
That, I thought, oh my God, it's so bad. Watching it this time, though, I didn't think it was that bad.
Right.
It was still not bad. Of course, I think somebody else could have done it.
Yeah. We needed a more, a lead with a little bit more presence.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, he's no Charlton Heston, obviously. Who is in the movie?
It's actually uncredited.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was looking up. I knew that he was there.
Yeah.
But I was looking at him like, how old was he when he died? I thought. And then I was looking, and I was like, he's uncredited?
He's smart. He's smart.
Yeah.
In case the movie bombed, which I don't know if it bombed. I think it did okay. But yeah, he's smart. He's like, if it tanks, and it was an accident.
He was terrible. He was terrible. Like, damn them all to like, break it.
What was it? Damn them all to hell.
Oh, it's so bad.
With Tim Roth looking at the, on the side looking. Yeah. The whole movie.
Yeah.
So yeah. But yeah, you had little fan service moments in there, like damn them all to hell, and Wahlberg grabs Michael Clark Duncan's foot, and it's a little switcheroo this time. He goes, "Get your hands off of me, you damn dirty human."
Yeah,
little things like that.
Some people are bothered by that, I think, because it's not the original. But I like the way they kind of added stuff, from the original, and just you'd have to be a fan to know it.
Yeah.
Like if you notice. Too, the ship looks like the Statue of Liberty at the end.
Oh, and wow.
I wonder if that was probably a shout out to the original ending.
Wow. I didn't even notice that. Wow, that's pretty good. You got the eye, man.
Yeah, I noticed this time. I never noticed it before. I was watching. I was like, well, that kind of looks like it. The one thing that probably, and again, obviously we're going to be spoiling this for everybody. Just if you didn't know. If not, it'd be like any one of my reviews where it's like, yep, See it or don't see it, I don't care. But the ending, the very ending,
yeah,
is probably the thing that confused people a lot.
it's the most controversial thing about it.
Yeah.
So let's rewind a little bit. I think
Brian Trash thought it was stupid.
What do you like, Brian? Name a movie. Name your favorite movie right now. One of your favorite movies of all time. Name them. All right. So while he's doing that, so if anyone who has not seen this film, the movie is about it's in 2029, an Air Force astronaut crash lands on a mysterious planet where evolved talking apes dominate a race of primitive humans. That's basically the basic plot of the movie. But yeah, go ahead.
I'm looking forward to 2029 when we're sending a chimp into this weird storm.
So Brian Trash likes Wizard of Oz. That's the worst movie I've ever seen in my life.
It sucks.
It's horrible. God.
I like to bust Brian every Friday night.
We love you, Brian. Anyway, so what do you think besides the ending? What else do you think was the problems of the film?
Little things
they needed a better lead.
Yeah.
But Wahlberg's tolerable.
It's like little stupid little things. Like I thought when the apes jumped down onto each other and that it was very slow flowing. It's like as if they had powers and they were flying over. I don't know, just something like that. Just like kind of it wasn't realistic to me, but yet they're running faster than horses.
Like the wire work was inconsistent.
Right. But I thought it was funny, like when what's his name? I don't remember what he was in the movie, but he was another like one of the senator's friends, and he had that young girl, and like they were gonna have sex, and she's coming.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
It was Otho from Beetlejuice. And she gets on the bed and goes woo, 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 like that, and he's like, oh. I'm more like him because I got this going on here.
I remember being in the theater and I was actually embarrassed to be there for that. I was like, okay, this is like uncomfortable. Here's some awkward moments. So that you stole that one. Awkward moment. The other awkward moments for me in the movie was okay. There were let's be honest here, okay? Whether you like the movie or not, let's be honest. I think everybody is in agreement that there was some kind of googly eye action between Bonham Carter's character and like she wanted
right from the start.
She wanted some funky bunch. All right. She wanted some funky bunch. Like the whole movie, she's just like googly eyeing. But what made it more awkward though was there would be these googly moogly eye moments with her looking at Wahlberg and just like take me now moments. But then on purpose, they would cut to Estella Warren's reaction to it, making it more awkward.
Yeah.
As if there's like a triangle, like, oh no, Estella Warren's character is jealous because the ape has the hots for Wahlberg. And they did this like 4 times in the movie.
I know.
She's googly eyeing Wahlberg, and then cut to Estella Warren's reaction. Like, you're making it worse.
I know.
Whether that was Tim Burton's idea or the editor did that. Maybe the editor's like, let's have some fun here.
And there was no hint that those two had any hots for each other at all.
No, at all. And I'm like, dude, why are you doing that? So it's awkward. Like, you're making it worse. All right. And then
she wanted some of that Wahlburger.
It was some of the Wahlburger. So, I was like, okay, this is like, what is this? What is happening? And then for no reason, she kisses him at the end. Like, for no reason, because she wants some Wahlburger. Right. And then, they got to set up the whole sequel thing and like, you'll be back. And then she runs away.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not saying this movie is perfect. I mean, we're not saying this movie's amazing.
No.
Is there entertainment to be had? Yes, I do believe so.
I think so, yeah. I like to say it's one of those where if it's on, I'll leave it on.
Yeah.
Somebody's watching, I'll watch it.
I like when Phage snatched Wahlberg. and he like pulls his mouth open, and he goes, "Is there a soul in there?"
Yeah. I know.
Yeah, I think everybody was having some fun, but yeah, the wire work went from solid to okay. We're what are we doing here? But in terms of action, though, that last battle was great. I think my favorite part in the movie was when they all charged the ship, and Mark Wahlberg basically did kind of the Trojan horse thing, like just let them come, the enemies come in, and ignited the ship. The rocket boost just and there's like just hundreds and thousands of apes like flying, like bodies, just limp bodies. I was like, all right, movie, that's kind of fun.
Yeah.
You get some melee battles. My only complaint though is I wanted Shang Tsung and Michael Clark Duncan's fight to be longer.
Oh, it was so short.
That's the only
he died, and I was like, wait, he died? I didn't remember that. And I thought, what the hell kind of fight was that? It's like
great job, man.
It's like Master and Padawan.
Yeah.
And then
it was the movie was setting it up like Into the Dragon too. Like it was like Bruce Lee and Han, during everyone's fighting and they're in the midst of each other and they're getting closer and closer to each other until they start fighting. And Shang Tsung, his character, I keep calling him Shang Tsung. Kerry Tagawa's character, he's got two-bladed swords. He's like slicing up through apes' armor and fucking dudes up. I was like, dude, this is kind of dope. Like, I'm liking this. And then, as soon as the fight gets started and it gets exciting and we get some ground and pound, I was like, oh, it's over now. That's my only regret. I was like, damn it, I was excited. At least let it be a little bit longer before Tagawa's character dies. But
let him just like be beat up and then like get up and like okay, and then have that moment where like gets that last hit in, and then like maybe they're both really fucked up. Don't kill him. I don't know.
So back to the plot. Did you want to explain a little bit more to what's going on for chat or people who haven't seen it, or are you just going to get into what you like now?
Where did we leave off with the plot?
Well, I just gave the basic plot synopsis from IMDb, but they're in space. There's a interesting anomaly coming forward, and they're like, you know what? The people in the ship are like, you know what? We're not going to touch that shit. We're not even going to send Wahlberg out there to investigate. Get your chimp that you've been. And remember, they even say these chimps already have been enhanced. They're already like smarter than your average chimp. On the ship before we even get to the apes, apes dimension. And I forgot his name, the chimp's name. We're gonna call him Chim Chim. I don't know, but I forgot his name.
It's not with a P, I think.
Yeah, I forgot what it was.
Paramis.
Yeah. Well, Mark's chimp.
Yeah.
We'll call him Bubbles. So they send.
That's ignorant.
Yeah. They send Bubbles out there. The anomaly hits him, sends him flying somewhere. Wahlberg goes after him in his pod. He gets hit and gets flung into another dimension. Wibbly wobbly, timey wimey, and then ends up on Earth, and he gets captured by the apes. He breaks out of the apes' domain. The humans are inspired by his heroism, and then they join. They reluctantly, well, not reluctantly, but he didn't want them to join. He's like, "Hey, send all these people back.
Yeah, get them out of here.
Yeah, get them out of here." Yeah, and then
no, it wasn't penis, Brian.
and then we have a big battle at the end. But we forgot something. When he had a beacon from his pod that he was getting a signal to the other ship that they found. But when they go in and investigate the ship, they realize that this ship was his ship, right?
It was the ship that was in the beginning in outer space. It's been there for thousands of years,
right? And they watch video footage, and the ape god or or entity that they worship to, the apes worship to, their religion is Zim. It's Zim, right? I forgot what they call
Siamese or
something like that. I forgot what they call it.
Zemos.
I was close. Yeah, Zemos. And you find out from them watching the footage that was still in the ship, everybody's all older. In their time, they're out there looking for Wahlberg, but they're failing. But over that time, the apes have gotten smarter. And the lady even names Zims, right? Was it Zim?
Zemos.
Zemos. She even names them that Zemos is kind of like the leader and taking over. And you can kind of tell, then the camera goes off, and then you can kind of tell they all died.
Yeah.
Which could have been, and then even, well, not which, it's pretty legit. Like even, and that was the creation of the apes planet. The apes basically being intelligent.
They populated even, all that stuff.
Yeah,
and
even Helena Bonham Carter, she puts her hand on him because he's all sad. He's like, they died because of me. They died because of me.
Well, we lived because of you.
So, right.
Yeah.
Right. So it's not a mystery,
Yeah.
That's where they come from. So.
And then that's Tim Roth's family is descendants of Zemos.
Right.
And from the start, they're not a good family.
No.
They're like evil throughout the whole time.
They beat us with technology. But yeah, back to Paul Giamatti ape. He was comedy, man. When Wahlberg was like, hey, in my time, you guys are in the cages.
Yeah.
And he's all like, yeah, apes in cages.
Apes in cages. Right. I guess she like wants to buy them off of him, and he's like, oh, that would be very expensive. Very expensive. She's like rubbing his face, and then I think we can work something out. He's like, yeah, there's those like ugly teeth.
He was great. He was great in the whole movie.
I like where he was hanging upside down, and you don't know it at first, and then he puts flowers on it, and they're falling down for like deodorant.
Yeah,
that was good.
That's pretty impressive Paul Giamatti impression there. I have to say, sir.
Thank you.
A lot better than my horrible Mark Wahlberg impression. But
isn't a horrible Mark Wahlberg impression still the same thing as a Mark Wahlberg?
Whatchamacallit, have we missed anything else in terms of plot before you talk about, because I know you really wanted to talk about the ending before we segue to the ending and the controversy surrounding it. Did we miss?
I think you got the plot pretty good. I mean, they're just trying to escape, and the beacon is, like we said, with the ship, and he's going to try to save the people that are with him, and they find the ship. And hello, Christopher Harris. He's been saying hi to me the whole time. Hello, everybody.
What's up, Christopher? Evan,
say hi to your mother for me.
Fluffy, what's going on? All right, man.
Yeah, I think we covered it all.
Yeah. Okay, so now Bubbles arrives.
Yeah.
He shows up. He gets injured.
He gets
injured. Yeah, he gets injured during the melee.
That is the saddest thing.
And he leaves. Yeah, he leaves Bubbles with the apes, and he takes Bubbles' ship to get off the planet. To apparently, hopefully, get hit by that anomaly again and set him back on his original correct time that he left. He arrives on Earth. He gets out,
crashes again.
Right. He walks up. Instead of Abe Lincoln sitting there, it's Thade.
Yeah.
Statue of Thade. And then whole bunch of apes show up. Cops, apes, fire truck apes, apenauts. They all show up. Everybody shows up. And then the audience stands up and goes, fuck you, movie. And then they walk out.
If they would have ended it like that and then made another movie, maybe it could have been, but they left it like not explaining it. Right. And I actually had to look that up. Like, what does that mean?
Right.
And it's like, it's confusing.
It is confusing. And it's pretty much, so much time has passed now. It's basically, it's up to your interpretation at this point. Yeah. But I'm sure when they did it at first, it was sequel bait.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially with the Stella Lawrence character going, I know you'll be back. I mean, it's sequel bait. It's all sequel bait.
Yeah.
But the thing is like, if you want to follow wibbly wobbly, timey-wimey, if you want to go with that logic, right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't know what the anomaly is hitting him and sending him to. You don't know. There's no guarantee. There's no rules. in this movie. There's no guarantee he was going to go right back to his original time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it was like, and if you think about it, Thade did not die in the movie.
Yeah.
He didn't die in the movie. So whatever future he went to, Thade at one point was the shit, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like
he got out of that. He got out of that room.
Yeah, you can look at it that way, right? I mean, the movie already introduced the time being different, with the original ship already being crashed on the planet, and the Zemos was created on the ship, which created the apes. So we're all over the place. So it's kind of like, you could say that's kind of what the ending they were going for.
Yeah.
There was no guarantee that some random blue something from the Nexus shows up and hits his ship right back to the correct dimension.
Yeah.
There was no guarantee. I think the audience, though, viewing it at the time, they wanted a happy ending, right? They wanted a happy ending. They wanted it to end. This is how it ends. We're done. And then we're good. He makes it back to his time. He's back with his chimp. There was no apes created now. Humans are the rulers, right?
Yeah.
I think that's what the audience wanted. But they were left like, even me at the time, I admit it, I was just like, oh. I was like, okay. That was my reaction.
Do you think it would have been better if it wasn't Thade on the statue and not in just a chimp? Then he's like, what the hell happened? The monkey, the
I think
apes that took over.
Yeah, it would have still been. It would have been the same. It still would have been confusing, I think, because they didn't want apes there. Period. They wanted Wahlberg to go back, and there's humans everywhere and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Now it would have been even more confusing if they did die in Wahlberg's era. You know, then it would be like, well, why is Thade sitting there in statue form? But he didn't die. So you can make up and create whatever you want. But yeah, it is a little, like I said, wibbly wobbly, timey wimey.
Well, that's the thing too, though. He's sitting there as Abe Lincoln, but the way he left it, it's like so far off from even those kind of times.
Right.
How is he? I don't know. It's just that part doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it's like they could have said the long descendant from Thade, Zachariah, led us to the battle when, or something like they could have, when they had the whole text above the statue. Yeah. Instead of saying it was Thade, they could have easily just solved that. Said a descendant from Thade.
Yeah.
Something like that. Like it didn't have to be Thade himself. But like I said, there's no rules. So we don't know what dimension he was sent to, what time. It is, So, I agree, with people. Well, not agree, but I can't argue with people that hate the ending. I can't, because it is what it is. You know what I mean?
I don't hate the ending. I just think it's confusing.
It is. Yeah. And I wouldn't be surprised if Tim Burton, not only did it a sequel bait, but I wouldn't be surprised if he kind of did it on purpose. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like he wanted you to be confused or make up your own explanation and wait for that big check for the sequel, and then he can bullshit the second movie that we did not get.
So you think it was just another dimension? Because if it's the same dimension, just a different time, maybe you're supposed to think he got out of there, and maybe he somehow, because what's laying around, he might have looked for, because now he knows that humans took over. Maybe he found a ship that wasn't broken and then flew out and found that thing and flew into another time. Yeah, that they didn't show. Like maybe the Nexus, like you said, flew into him and he went to the. That would have been neat to see. Yeah, but.
We didn't get the offer to write the movie, so
I did, and I turned it down, and I should.
Oh, it's your fault, man.
That's the other thing. Cornelius, there was no Cornelius in this. There was no. I would have liked to have seen a shout out to what's his name that played him? Oh my God, help me out in the chat. What's his name? There was a Peter Vincent from Fright. I almost said Fright Rags from Fright Night.
Oh, Roddy McDowall.
There was no shout out to him. I don't know.
They could have added some more fan service. They could have.
the planet should have blown up at the ending, Brian says. Well, maybe that would have been the sequel. Because that's what happened at Beneath the Planet of the Apes.
Yeah. At least it would have been an ending instead of the wibbly wobbly timey wimey ending. But
yeah, that's true.
But
Roddy McDowall,
yeah. Like I said,
I always like seeing Roddy McDowall in things.
Yeah, he was great in Fright Night, man. I love that movie. That is like I can rewatch that movie like all the time. Like he's just so good in that movie.
Oh yeah.
Now, was there anything else besides the take it or leave it ending? Was there any other things you did not like about the movie besides them not having more fan service and some shout outs?
I don't like that every human talked.
That's a good point.
I like the original one where it was like a shock when he get your hands on. They're like,
yeah,
oh my god, this one talks.
That's a good point. That's a good one.
Yeah, I don't like that every one of them talked, and then I'm thinking, well, how do they know how are they making this clothes and that? Like, how do they know about this stuff? I don't know. It's just there's tribes all over the place. I would like to see like the other places they lived.
I mean, even and even Thade said they outnumber us 4-1.
Yeah.
So obviously there's way more humans around, you know. And then I want to declare martial law.
Calm down, littlest general. It's like that little dog pushing around the big dog, you know. It's like him pushing around Michael Clark Duncan.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You.
Yeah. It's because you are my friend.
He had an awkward little he left his hand on them a little too long too. Like he had their armor and he's like that.
Maybe I mean, I know why they did it for story purposes and for drama, but maybe they didn't have to have that was a really good point, Tony, about them talking. Maybe they didn't have to have him be in love with Helena's character. Like,
yeah.
You know,
I mean, she was
a guy so evil would like not have time for love. But yeah. I know it was a political thing. He wants to get in good with the senator. I get it.
Well, and like, you know how we said she was obviously like thought Mark Wahlberg was all hot and everything.
Oh, instantly.
And then like at the end of the original one, Charlton Heston kisses her. She says, "But you're so damn ugly." Like it would have been nice, even if it like was a little bit flirty here and there.
Yeah,
it would have been nice to just like the smallest little flirt, or like, oh wait a minute, maybe she likes him, and then at the end maybe have her say that.
No, that would have been funny, but
yeah,
it's been years. It's been so long since I've seen the original. I could have sworn Charlton Heston kissed on the lips the female ape.
Yeah, as I said,
but not like tongue and romance, but it was like a
he like gave her a big kiss.
Yeah. So
on her mask. And her teeth were like right underneath. But I mean, that's awesome. You know, because back in the day, that was like, holy shit. You know, wow, that's cool. I think the makeup looked great in this, to be honest. I thought they looked awesome.
Dude, the that's one of the highlights of this movie is you can't deny how good the makeup and the effects were. And the costumes and the sets. I mean, Rick Baker is a legend for a reason, and he did a fantastic job.
I think so.
This is definitely one of those good time wasters, like type movies.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing on, but you want something entertaining, but it's not amazing. Then Planet of the Apes I thought was solid. Now let's get back to the rating. Is it really that bad as 44% on Rotten Tomatoes? Do you agree? Or, okay, so using the Rotten Tomatoes score, where would you rate it?
I would put it at least 60.
Oh, wow.
I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I don't think it was great. I don't think it was bad. I don't hate it.
Right.
I would watch it again.
Oh, right. I'd go 50, 55, 50.
Yeah.
I'd go 50. Yeah. But still, at the end of the day, it's entertaining.
Yeah.
It's an entertaining watch. I mean, I had fun watching it. I mean, it is definitely not. It is not high art. It is. It is not a perfect movie, but there's entertainment to be had.
Yeah.
Plus, you get Shang Tsung in a gorilla costume with 2 swords killing other apes. Come on.
And then
now
we're gonna fight. We're gonna fight with our hands.
God damn it!
They have all this aura. We're an army and everything. And just we're gonna be apes and just pound on each other. What drugs am I on? Life.
Life.
I don't know.
That's a pretty good one. That's a pretty good line.
I guess I just try not to be so negative about everything and just see the good in some things. That takes a lot for me to say I hate something or it sucks. If I do, then it's bad.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I don't hold back if I come across something that's garbage, like Ballistic, X versus Sever, or the fucking Ben-Hur remake. Oh my god.
I didn't see it.
I lost it. Have you ever watched that stream? Have it on the background, like if you're bored, have it on the background or whatever. But yeah.
Do you own Planet of the Apes that we just watched, or did you have to buy it, or did you see it?
Yeah, I said remember I said I was entertained enough by it to buy it on DVD.
Oh, from all those years ago.
Yeah, I still have the old DVD. I had to bust it out. So
I had it on DVD too, but I don't know where it is.
Oh.
So I had to find other means to see it.
Hey, whatever works.
All I'm saying. That should just be a screenshot of this. Planet of the Apes.
Okay.
My friend.
Oh
man.
Oh. But yeah, it's not the worst thing ever. Not great. It's right in the middle. It's right in the middle. There's enough.
If you're gonna have to put on a Planet of the Apes movie from all the movies that came out, not the television show, just the movies.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting that you brought that up because people hated the Tim Burton one so much that the resurgence of the Planet of the Apes movies that we got later with Rise, was it Rise, War, and
Dawn?
Or Rise, Dawn, and War, right?
I think, yeah.
Here's and I enjoyed those as well. I thought they were entertaining too. I loved Caesar, very entertaining.
Yep.
However, I think a lot of people were disappointed with the third one, and I think that killed that franchise.
Really?
Even though technically that was supposed to be the end anyway.
Yeah.
I did hear about more plans where, they did want to make more maybe in the future, but the first one was a pleasant surprise. No, everybody remembers that scene.
Yeah.
I remember the audience was like, holy shit, right? Everybody
was all quiet in the theater. Right. Yeah.
But the quality, the special effects and everything, really, because some of the CGI was like, ugh, in the first Rise. But Dawn, special effects were so much better.
Oh, yeah.
Really good. And the stakes were higher, and it was a lot more enjoyable. Dawn is my favorite out of the three.
Mm-hmm.
So now expectations are even more higher going into War, right? Everybody's expectations was like, dude, I can't wait for War. We got fucking Woody Harrelson. This is going to be fucking badass. And you technically didn't really get a war in that. Yeah. And people, I think a lot of them were really disappointed. I knew some buddies of mine were like, fuck this movie. They hate it.
Really?
Some other people were like, meh. And I thought it was entertaining, but I didn't like it as much as War.
Yeah.
Because I really loved Toby Kebbell's character, the other ape that he played that was fighting against Caesar.
Yeah.
What was his name? I forgot his name. That dude he was riding apes on horses. He was riding a horse with 2 guns, like mini guns, just like, ah! Yeah. I was like, that is my favorite ape. Yeah.
I can't remember.
Yeah, but
I think I was alone in the theater when I went to see that.
Yeah, Scar. Thank you, Ballin. Thank you, Scar. Yeah, I was like, dude,
because he had the scar.
Yeah, I was like, dude, this is cool. But I think you notice nobody talks about those movies anymore. You notice how quickly it's like shh.
Yeah.
There's so
You're
much
right.
hype. You notice that? That's because
Yeah.
not everybody really loved the third one, so it kind of just, you know. Oh, there you go. It's
I
a
have
fun,
the
it's a
head.
fun trilogy.
I have the head, the bust, the head somewhere. I think it's in the other room or something.
Did it come with the case, or you got?
Yeah, I think it came with the first two movies, but they were on Blu-ray. So I sold the Blu-rays, and I have the head. And then I when I got a 4K player, I haven't watched them in 4K, to be honest.
Right.
But yeah. I thought those were really good. I love them. Love the originals. And you know. But I'll be honest, at the end of war, I cried.
I was entertained by it. I liked it.
No, I don't mean cried like, oh my God, this sucks. I'm very emotional. I'm a big guy that cries.
I'm curious. I'm curious though, if diehard fans of the original movies, did they like these new movies? Do you know? Have you heard anything like Apes fans or
not about those? Just at the time when Planet of the Apes, the Mark Wahlberg one came out, I used to go to the comic book store a lot, and one guy in there, he's kind of like a Brian Trash. He hates everything, you know. But he was talking about how he hated and everything.
Right.
And I was terrible, and I know he's like a fan of the original, so that's the only thing I had to go off of. I don't really talk to anybody about it.
Okay.
Haha, Tony cried. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a solid trilogy, man. It's definitely entertaining to watch.
Yeah.
It's one of those you sit down, you binge watch all three, and then you go about your day. But I don't know if it's rewatchable like a lot.
No, I don't think so.
You got to take a time. You got to take a day or whatever and sit down and watch it and enjoy it. You can't I'm about to pop in War and Planet of the Apes like tomorrow, and then again and again and again.
I can't do that. I can't go right to the third one. I have to watch all of them.
Yeah.
Like I can't go watch Predator 2. I have to go on the first one always.
Shit!
Always the first one.
I like it. One of my favorites of all time. So, chat, do you have a favorite Planet of the Apes movie out of all of the movies? The original, the Mark Wahlberg one, which I know is not going to be on anyone's favorites, and then the new ones. Let us know while we're still talking movies if you have a favorite Apes movie. Which one's your favorite? Fluffy Gamer says, I have a challenge. Try to watch The Fifth Quarter without crying.
The Fifth Quarter?
What's that one? Let me go on IMDb here. I don't
carry change in my pocket anymore. Get it like 4 quarters, 5 quarters. I have a debit card. No, I don't. What's the Planet of the Apes movie? Jack can help me out. Cobia. What's the Planet of the Apes before Escape from Planet of the Apes? What is that one? Conquest? I like the one where Caesar's son, Cornelius' son Caesar starts to give the apes all the weapons and that, and they're like slaves, and then they kind of take over.
Yeah,
I like that one. I like where he's playing dumb, and he's like, wants someone to pick out his name, and he opens up the book and he points to it, and he goes, Caesar, and he's like, that's right, motherfucker.
I should have bought that box set.
I have the Blu-ray box set, but I don't have the 4Ks or anything. I think I'm happy with the Blu-rays, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Brian Trash says the original Planet of the Apes is the best.
Well, you can't argue with that.
Sucks. Conquest, yeah, I think Conquest is one of my favorite. I like the original and Conquest the best, I think. What about you?
Dude, it's been so long. That's what I'm saying. I wanted to get that box set sale because it's been years since I've watched those. Might have to agree with.
They can't be much now. Oh, sorry. Like I said, they can't be much now.
Yeah, I might look it up. I gotta chill on spending money though. I
I
don't
hear
have all the money. You know, fluffy gamers like rich, so I'm trying to be like that guy, man.
We used to have so much more places to shop out there. You don't even have to order it online. Like I
Oh,
have 4 or 5 boxes coming in that I haven't gotten since like November.
okay. Dog
Yeah.
Soldier. This film was so bad, I hate that I actually own it. Keep it. Keep it, even if it's terrible, for proof that the movie exists.
Yeah.
Like unfortunately, I had to buy Ballistic to do our series review. Unfortunately, I had to pay for it. And I immediately wanted to like just smash it on camera as part of the video. But I'm like, nope, I'm going to keep it as proof that this piece of garbage exists. And this is what you don't do.
Yeah.
So keep it. Well, thank you, Devin. We love you too, buddy.
Yeah, I love you, Devin. Devin's a regular in my chat. He loves you too. When are you going to put it on with Fat Samurai Guy again? Where are you going to be on with him? But yeah, Dog Soldier says he liked the last 3 installments. I thought they did a good job with the trilogy.
Yeah, it's very solid, man.
I agree with the graphics in the first one, but still enjoyable.
Oh yeah, it's because they were smart. They left the best special effects with Caesar, you know. But first one's still good, man.
Yeah,
still really good.
What did you pay? $2
for Ballistic? Oh, I'm not gonna tell you.
Oh man, more than $2.
It's humiliating.
$1 been for Ballistic.
Let's just say I paid too much. But the movie's so bad, they didn't even put it on Blu-ray. That's how bad Ballistic is.
Look at this thumbnail. Holy shit.
What in the world is happening?
That's terrible.
What is happening?
Get it out of here.
What did I just watch? What just happened?
That's worse than the Planet of the Apes of Mark Wahlberg.
I don't know. Maybe she had a pet elephant and he's just playing with her. That's why she's laughing. I don't know.
Laughing until it presses down further. Like, you ever see that video of the little girl that held onto the kite and she like took off and she's flying around and everybody's like, ah, and she's like screaming, and it's like she was okay at the end, but my heart was like, oh my god. Like,
I don't think I've seen that. Is that on YouTube?
That's terrifying. I might be.
Oh my god.
I think you're right, Brian. I think the Burn one came with the Blu-ray box in the box set. But it's not in this one.
Do you think they'll release a super deluxe box set and have every one of them in there?
I bet they would.
That would be insane.
What if they did and they would accept that one? Like, no,
except the Mark Wahlberg one.
Yeah, like we didn't think anybody would buy it. Then I'm gonna look in this. I don't think it's in it.
It's a bonus, free digital download.
No, this one I have. It's this one. It only has the originals.
Okay.
It doesn't have Mark.
Yeah, I think that was the one I was talking about earlier. Like, I was like, man, I remember it not being expensive. I should have got it.
I think it's probably like $20, to be honest.
Really?
Something.
Oh my god.
I don't know. I'll look it up right now for you. Entertain. That I hate that. I have this connected to my table, so every little noise it makes.
Yeah. Oh, it's all good.
Oh, let's see.
Dog Soldier 70 says, while you're looking, I'll talk to chat. He goes, without a doubt, these videos you guys do are the highlight for me every week. Love the work you put into creating them and doing them for our entertainment. Many thanks for what you all do. Well, thank you, Dog Soldier. You rock, man.
Well, I mean, I found a used one on there, but it's $23, but I can't be much more.
Still, though.
That's on Amazon.
For 5, what was 5 movies? 5
Yeah.
Blu-rays?
Yeah.
Still, 5 Blu-rays for 20-something bucks. That's a steal. Do you think they'll release them in 4K in the future?
Probably. I would say so. I wouldn't doubt if it's on its way out on Blu-ray. Or, I mean, on 4K. Brand new, unopened Planet of the Apes 2001. There's one bid on it, $5 $4 shipping, 9 minutes left. Anybody wants to go on eBay and get that? Brand new. I'm trying to find the original trilogy. Original trilogy. Because I'm curious now, too.
Brian says he watched all 5 of the original 8 movies in the theater at one sitting. Oh, my goodness. It must have been that's a hell of a marathon there.
Yeah, it is. Oh, shit. Sorry. You said that one already.
Yeah, we already did.
LMAO. I like his icon, too. That's from Smite.
Oh, okay. Is that Anubis?
Yep.
Nice.
I can't find it. I'll have to message you, but there is another Blu-ray Legacy collection that's like $23. So you're probably going to pay like under $30 for it.
Yeah, it's still a steal.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
You like the movie, so it's worth it.
Yeah,
I had them all on VHS too. The original VHS covers, like it was all from the video store. And
you still have them right now?
No. No, but those are nice looking. Those are cool looking covers, like the old time looking covers.
Yeah.
This is what it is.
Generic, but let's get it out there to sell.
Yeah, I bought it.
Yeah, it's fine. How long you want to keep going for?
Oh, I ended the broadcast like 10 minutes ago. No, I'm only kidding. You're like looking around like, what?
I'm reading comments. Wait a minute.
Well, I mean, I think we
I don't know if you want to take a break and
yeah, I'd like to take a break before we jump over on your channel then.
Yeah. You end it whenever you're ready. You can end it at 5, or you can end it a couple minutes, or now. It's up to you, brother. It's your show.
Well, I guess if anybody has any last minute questions or something for us, we can answer something real quick, and then if not, we'll end it, and then we'll hop on over your channel at 9
or 6 p.m. Pacific time.
Yeah, 9. I'm on the East Coast.
Yeah,
on the West Coast.
That's right. You've watched any movies this week, or have you checked out anything new?
Leviathan.
Oh, cool.
It's the first time I ever watched it.
Oh boy, I can't wait to hear what you have to say about it. Hey man, It's all good. If you hate it, leave it. Don't give me any hints.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
All right. It'd be interesting to hear your thoughts, though. We can always agree to disagree. But I found something else out about the movie. Because 2 other movies came out the same year. And I was like, ouch.
That are like that movie? Or
yes. And I was like, I will save that discussion for 6 o'clock later today. And we'll talk about it. Yeah, you're going to be surprised. You're going to be like, oh, shit. Yeah. So, but yeah, I guess if we want to end it, man. No one's really asking anything. So,
what does Shane McMahon have in his lockbox? I don't know. I don't get that.
haven't really been watching wrestling.
No, me either. And if it's like an old reference, I have no idea. Don't tell us, Dog Soldier.
He already did it. Damn it. It's all good.
Well, of those 2, I've only seen one of them. So
but we'll have new chat. We'll have new people joining us on the show, so we can let them know about it. So, but
yeah. All right. Well, it's all right, Dog Soldier. It's not like we still won't talk about it.
Yeah,
and there'll be people over there that didn't hear you spoil it for everybody. So, but yeah, we'll end it now. And then
thanks again for having me on your channel. It is always an honor, my brother, to hang out with another brother from another mother.
Thank you for having me part of your series. Yeah. I enjoy these.
But any streaming, man, if you want to just stream and invite me just to talk and shoot shit and talk movies, just let me know.
We'll do.
I'll just pop in. I'm like, I'll come in like this. Fade.
Fade? Oh.
All right. See you in a little bit.
Yep. 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and 6 p.m. What is it? Pacific time over on that Fat Samurai Guy's channel. We talk about Leviathan.
Yep.
All right.
See you guys later.
See you later. Bye.